This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody gonna get it started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Ready, go!
First play of the game, first throw of the game. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Here we go, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, trap 60, trap 60!
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 43, here's second and 8.
Down! Bronco 80! Buffalo 18!
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go, ready?
Throw to the right flat, it is caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. And down to the flat, and it's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down.
Let go.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Up the middle they go. Base to run. Inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up first and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. First and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Here's a run. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his fourth rushing touchdown of the year.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this looks like a completely different offense from a week ago. They just couldn't get anything going. They're self-inflicted penalties. The opposing team really had their way with them, but they looked really sharp. They had a great opening script. They executed it to perfection. And then not only to sustain possession, Mike, but so important nowadays is to win those possessions in the red zone and come away with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Let's go. Shot alert. Shot. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Cougar 19. Bang, 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 bang. Ready.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cowboys. On the handoff, Blue. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Julian Love brings him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down, and it's Blue. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Julian Love brings him down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So, 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Bronco 80. Ready?
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. And caught Keandre Lambert-Smith. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Down. Panther 6.
Now a run on 1st down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down
we go.
and 12.
18 Cardinal. Hurt. 70 Ranger. 70. Go.
On the toss, they'll run. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment.
Go. Bronco 80. Cub 19. Cub 19. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Working out of the gun is Milton. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second and 10.
Viking 18. Ready?
From the gun, here's Milton. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball.
Break.
But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Ready?
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. And that is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
They'll send their tight end left. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A run once more with Blue. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
A second down throw for Richardson. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run with Blue. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. It is second and 9. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Forced to his right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Cowboys.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this.
Ready? Here we go, start. Ready, right?
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready?
Here's Richardson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here
Let's go
is
now.
third and inches.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Now Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Ready, ready. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. I'm coming, I'm coming.
On first down, here's Milton. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and it results in a negative play.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Go. Nice. Ready.
Throwing is Milton. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. Go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
It is 3rd and long.
70 Rangers, 70. Hey. Come. 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
On play action, and the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it. And he'll get about 6 out of that run before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready, ready. Let go.
Now Richardson. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Richardson going to look to throw. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ready. Bronco 80. 65 catch. 65. Ready, ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Richardson. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be forced out of bounds, a very short gain.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Cougar 19. Huh, going up down.
Throwing, Richardson. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd, they need 8.
Ready?
Here's Richardson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. And he pulled it left. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Ready up.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey. 19, Tiger, 9, trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
On the play fake, it's Milton. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Come on. Ready.
Now a give on the ground, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Let's go. Go.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Richardson. That's caught left side by Cooper. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here's 3rd and 2. Higgins sent in motion. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jalen Carter in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. That's fielded at about the 18. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready.
Throwing, Milton. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So obviously here in this one, the points have been at a premium. So now as you get into the second half, I think both these offenses start saying, all right, we've had a hard time sustaining possession. We've had a hard time going the long way. Let's try to generate some chunk plays and get a little life in our offense. And that one falls incomplete, but I think they got to just continue to attack downfield.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 65 catch.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
6, Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Working out of the gun is Milton. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
3rd down and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Set go.
Play action. Now it's Milton. Open man, right side. He's got it. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Philadelphia.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments.
Let's go now.
That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Come on, set! Viking 18!
To throw, it's Milton. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
On the shape.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and
70
goal.
Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 7. Ready, right?
From the gun, here's Milton. This one caught at the 4.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming, they knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
Panther 6.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Tag. 70 Lions. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Mitchell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 touchdown. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set up. Set go.
On the bootleg, it's Richardson. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Go.
On play action, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Josh Uche in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Stephanie.
Looking to throw, Richardson. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To number 36. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. 60 Bison. 6.
From the gun, Richardson. That is caught. Finding Higgins. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, right?
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Richardson. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Richardson gonna look to throw. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're gonna have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point up and good from Moody. Cowboys have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 10. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here's Milton. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Let's go now. Go.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And he's taken down up past the 35. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
38-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 down, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To the air. It's Milton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and 5.
Ready. Bronco 80. Set go.
Throwing is Milton. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
First and 10.
Ready.
Now a give up the middle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
6-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, break. Come on, set. Panther 60, Panthers.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities.
Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60, let's go. Viking 18, go.
They'll drop to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
19 Lions. Ready.
Now Milton. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. So now, Jake Elliott. An important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here is first and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Throwing, Richardson. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Loss of 13 yards. It's second down.
Here comes second down.
Check.
They send the tight end in motion.
18, pioneer. Ready.
On second down, Richardson. Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long.
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing.
Ready.
Here's Richardson. And that is caught, they say, out of bounds. Out of bounds. Throw took him beyond the sideline. And they're going to turn the ball over on downs.
Ready.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
80. Go.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They get the home victory here in the division.